Hi guys, and welcome to this channel. The channel is called Slightly Human, and the reason for that and the reason for the videos that I'm about to introduce you to is to remind people and to awaken them to their star origin, to the star origin of their soul, because a lot of humans have been sent to earth in this process of awakening. They've been sent to assist humanity in the process of the awakening that we are currently experiencing. The system is crumbling down. It's not a secret anymore. You can see it. You can see it in the crumbling of Hollywood, in the exposing of everything that has been happening lately, with Sean Diddy, Combs being caught, and Epstein, and all of the dark secrets are going to be exposed. The system has been already destroyed in the higher realms, but unfortunately in human years it will take about 500 years to completely dissolve the system. And the reason why the system cannot just be destroyed immediately in the second is because it has penetrated every human soul so deeply that if you destroy the system, it literally will shatter the entire shatter the minds of probably the entire population of Earth, because we have been so conditioned to believe in certain things. We have been conditioned to believe that school and education system is what it's supposed to be. We have been conditioned to believe that the politics, like we actually make a difference if we vote. We have been conditioned to believe that women are not perfect and men are toxic, and we've been conditioned to believe all of those things to basically sell products to us and make us into these perfect little slave of the system. But the reason why I'm here and the reason why I want to talk to you about the next few topics is because I feel a really deep urgent sense of I need to share this. If you're seeing this, I think and I feel and I sense that you're meant to see these videos, and maybe you're just waking up. Hopefully you are by now understanding that everything we've been told is a lie. And if you don't, if you still have those questions about it, I can tell you very confidently that everything we've been told pretty much is a lie. And the reason why we need to be very cautious of what we're consuming, and I don't mean just physically, I mean mind, body, and spirit, what we're putting inside of our mind, body, and spirit, and our energetic field, is because that's how the system has all those hooks on us, is because it penetrates and traumatizes you from a very, very young age. What I mean by that, it is very, very convenient to basically damage a child that is just being developed in a human body in his mother's womb, to penetrate him, to kind of like have a hook on him, to destroy his self-esteem, his or her self-esteem, to completely shatter the child's perception of the world and gaslight him constantly. The entire system is meant to gaslight kids, because as myself, as a very highly sensitive child, I saw things and I sensed things, and I often was mad with this, like, what are you talking about? No, it's not true. Like, what? No. So like you constantly are being gaslit that what you feel doesn't matter, what you sense doesn't matter, your intuition doesn't matter. The only thing that is true is what we are telling you. It's outside of you. Another thing that the system loves doing is basically it loves attacking the child, and that's why there are so many kids with sexual trauma specifically, because the more perverted, the more damaged, the more traumatized the child will be, the more desensitized it will be the easier it will be to manipulate him. The easier it will be to convince a child that it's okay to be exposed to, sexual content at a very young age. It will be okay to, convince the parents that Disney movies are okay. They're absolutely not. So somebody who has experienced all of that, I now understand that the first thing that I have to address with the people that I work with energy, and I have been working with other people, both men and women, and myself included. I've been healing the trauma, and I've been realizing basically that the first thing you need to address, if I'm looking for a very clear guideline on how to exit the matrix, you actually first have to heal the inner child, because that part of you is incredibly traumatized and incredibly damaged, because the system needs you to be damaged and traumatized in order to manipulate you. How to heal an inner child, it's a very long topic. I will probably go over it in my next few videos, but I would say it's strictly individual. First of all, we have to get to the root of your trauma, what caused it. Sometimes the trauma can be prenatal, meaning that when you were in your mother's womb, something happens. Let's say, for me, I was growing up in USSR. I was born in USSR, I guess, and the mindset that we don't have enough has been instilled in me so deeply that I'm still working on releasing that. Well, whatever that is. I'm in Costa Rica, by the way. Manifested that, don't even know how that happened, but I'm definitely enjoying it. It's very, very warm and humid right now. So again, coming back to your inner child. So once we work with the inner child, and once we understand what actually caused the damage, was it prenatal? Was it from your previous lifetimes? Because there's a lot of lifetimes we all have lived, because the system has been keeping us trapped on this planet like for many, many, many hundreds of lifetimes. So maybe it's your previous lifetime, and then maybe it's just maybe you were a young child and you've encountered some very heavy trauma. So once we address it, and once we kind of start healing that part of you, and it takes time, and please, if you do work on yourself right now and you are wondering why is it not going well, why am I still, why am I not healed, there's no such thing as healed. It's also a trap to constantly wanting to improve yourself, to wanting to be perfect. That's also a trap. That's also something that the system likes to do to us to keep us trapped. So anyway, the fear of perfection, or the chase of perfection, is also not incredibly beneficial, by the way. But anyhow, so healing the inner child leads to us being more aware of the next layer, and the next layer of this work is mother and father wounds. So once you heal the inner child, you have some sort of a core. You're starting to develop your own core system of values and things that you like and hate, and things that you are passionate about, things that bring you joy. You start to better understand your purpose. And what happens next is we address the mother and father wounds. So in short, the mother and father wounds are very different, but they're very connected and related. So the mother wound is usually that feeling of worthiness. What I mean by that is, imagine a child has been just born and they are put on their mother's chest, and the mother, in that moment when she just birthed you, she's releasing all of those hormones, oxytocin, a bunch of different hormones just are flowing from her body to yours. That's an exchange that is happening. It's a very beautiful alchemy that is happening. And when she's holding you, what's happening is through her, the universe is just signaling you that you are worthy of it all. You deserve it all. You just need to receive. All you need to do is just be open to receiving. You don't need to hustle. You don't need to, run, chase, or anything. You just need to be open to receive, and things come. I'm not saying that they come without any work being put in, but you know what to do, and you do it with passion, and you do it with ease. Hard work, but with ease. So basically, the mother wound is that feeling of worthiness, and that feeling of being open to receive. You don't need to chase. You don't need to grind. You can just receive. A mother wound is also like money is both feminine and masculine energy, but let's say you're worthy of abundance, you're worthy of good relationship, you're worthy of the best, the things that you are trying to manifest in life. That's basically what we are looking to accomplish, is heal the mother wound, so you understand that there is nothing is blocking your abundance besides you and your beliefs. So once you open the floodgate and you allow it to come to you, it comes. It really does come. So let's say we address the mother wound, and let's say we're working with a woman that doesn't feel, using my example, for example, I did not feel worthy of love. I did not feel worthy of money. I did not feel worthy of beautiful experiences that I was destined to receive. So once I started addressing my mother wound, I started realizing that there is really nothing that separates me from the person that has, let's say, achieved great success in life. And to me, success means doing what you love. So once the person has achieved a great success, it's not because they're more worthy than I am, but because they just knew from a very young age what they wanted to do. They were very deliberate, and they just believed that they were worthy of it. So there is nothing that separates me from that person besides my own beliefs. So once we fix that, we work on the beliefs, we work on the mother wound, we work on the inner child. It's also the next stage is addressing your father wounds. And what I mean by that is, if you struggle with structure, if you struggle with discipline, if you struggle with money, not receiving money, but building wealth, like actually building wealth, that might mean that you have the father wound. And it's very common that people whose fathers were non-existent, whose fathers were emotionally unavailable, or emotionally neglectful, or who had avoidant fathers. Physically, my father was present, and my father was incredibly intelligent, and my father was there, but mentally he kind of gave up on the relationship with my mother, and kind of gave up on myself. Like, I was a very late child that came later in their marriage, and they just didn't have the energy to raise me together. My mom did, and my father just kind of refused, and he emotionally really neglected me. And for many years that led to me engaging in toxic relationships over and over again, because I would not believe that I was worthy of a fulfilling relationship. So healing the father wound comes in many stages, and again, there's an integration period that needs to happen. You cannot just once I work with a person, it's not just obviously immediate, just like the therapy, but the difference between therapy and energy work is that energy creates shifts in your subconscious, and then it kind of has to integrate in your consciousness, in your conscious. When we work with therapy, you can kind of like understand in your consciousness that you're worthy and you deserve all of this, but there is no shift in your energy field, there is no shift in your subconscious, so you honestly keep repeating the same pattern and again, but now you're just aware of it. And that's why I believe in a combined effort of therapy and energy work and working with your body as well on releasing trauma, because I do understand that trauma resides in the mind, body, and spirit, so you have to reprogram all of it. And there's plenty of people that do that. I work with people that find me through word of mouth or through online, through internet. So once we address the inner child, the mother wound, and the father wound, then we can move on to the next stage of the healing process. But that is how you start exiting the matrix. That's how you start exiting the poverty mindset. That's how you exit the scarcity mindset. You start reprogramming yourself and you start achieving things and manifesting things that you once didn't believe you were worthy of. So once we deal with that, things start to flow. So follow me for more content. If you found this useful, please like this video so I can make more of that. And also working on creating a retreat in Costa Rica. If you're interested, please do reach out. And if you want a reading, please email me at info@yuliabodrug.com.